Okay, how's it going, everybody? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so in this episode, I thought I'd very briefly try to say something about that mercurial figure, Socrates, and his view on beauty. But before I get to that specifically, let me back up a bit and try to give some context. So to put it bluntly, for the ancient Greeks, beauty was, to say the least, extremely important. They were absolutely fascinated with it. I mean, just think of the Venus de Milo, or of the statues of Aphrodite, or of Helen of Troy and her face that launched 1,000 ships, or of the shining Odysseus with his well-muscled shoulders. The point is that looks mattered to the ancient Greeks. They basically made a cult of idealized beauty. But actually, in some sense, it goes deeper than just surface appearances. You see, for the Greeks, a beautiful face or a beautiful body was considered to be direct evidence of also having a beautiful mind or soul. In other words, a perfect exterior mirrored an inner perfection and an inner beauty or nobility. So physical beauty was thought to be connected to a kind of psychological beauty. Okay, now, all that said, enter Socrates. So what does he look like? Well, here's the thing. He was kind of odd looking, to say the least. Something that's often mentioned in the literature. He had this weird, swaggering walk. He had these protruding crab eyes. He had a big snub nose and exaggerated lips. And to top it all off, he had a pot belly. Actually, some people said that he had a face like a satyr. That part man, part goat creature. The point is that by most accounts, he was a strange sight to behold. So just imagine someone as prominent like this walking around in the midst of a beauty-obsessed society. You'd think that he'd be ridiculed and scorned, right? But here's the thing. Every time someone tried to talk to Socrates or got sort of personal with him, they started to be pulled into him by his words and his demeanor and by his character. In other words, they became entranced by just how beautiful the man was, appearances withstanding. Socrates may have cut an ugly figure, but he revealed nothing but beauty and goodness inside. The point is that what Socrates did is this. He turned beauty inside out. He showed that there's a much more powerful form of beauty than the one associated with the surface of our skin. And not only that, but he counseled his fellow Greeks not to be fooled by that bright, shiny surface. Because what that bright, shiny surface often does is it hides the empty and sometimes the decadent. In other words, what it often does is it conceals an inner poverty. It hints at a soul unattended to. Okay, but all that said, I think Socrates is sending an even deeper message here. He's not just urging his fellow Greeks and us to question the importance of physical appearance, but he's asking us to question appearances, period. There's a world beyond mere appearance, he's saying. And It's much more beautiful and much more interesting than we think it is. I think that that's the central Socratic message. Don't be satisfied with the surface of things. Go past it and dig deeper, and you'll discover that what you thought was the most beautiful of things can't hold a candle to the treasures that lie within. Bye for now.